I am so happy and proud to say I will literally never be able to relate to those women who will cut off like a multiple year long good friendship after one small fight, whilst in literally the exact same breath, they will cling kicking and screaming to a man who repeatedly and constantly treats them like absolute garbage and has never once uttered the word "I'm sorry" at all. And in fact, I'm frequently guilty of quite the opposite, okay? I have kept women in my life who have treated me terribly way longer than I should have. But if a man even looks at me the wrong way at this point, I will cut him out completely and my life will be better for it. I have a feeling far too many women will relate to this one, but I had this friend once for multiple years. Oh yeah, make sure you like, comment, repost, and follow along for more. But I'll just say she didn't always treat me the best, okay? She frequently showed up late to things. She wouldn't respond when you needed her. She was the type of friend who would never take your side or defend you publicly and was always just kind of like the, oh, well, they didn't do anything to me friend. But she started dating this man at some point, right? And at first, when I met him, I really liked him, and that is high praise coming from me, okay? He was a good friend, but just a bad partner, because very quickly, only a few months in, she started complaining about him constantly, to the point where it's like almost every single time we hung out, she would have a new complaint and just talk about. And it got to the point where she was going on to Reddit to ask Reddit for help, and luckily they were saying the same things I was, which made me feel validated in all of this craziness. But also, I was like, hey, if you're going on to Reddit for help, I think it's maybe time to end the relationship, especially since this relationship is not that old. Imagine what this will be like in 2-3 years. You should not be struggling this hard right out of the gate. And the bottom line was, and I told her this straight up at a certain point because it got to be so much, this man just seems like he doesn't like you, okay? He's not putting in the effort. He's telling you he loves you. He's telling you all these nice things, but he is not showing you. He is not putting in the effort, and you don't deserve that, okay? You are amazing. No one deserves that. You deserve someone who loves you and shows up for you, etc. But she would not let this man go, okay? And then one day, she and I got into a fight. It was back in November, okay? She had reposted some, we'll just say, propaganda. And I won't lie, I overreacted a little bit. I called her out. I was like, hey, what the heck is this? I was very upset about it. And in the middle of the fight, I just let it go because I realized this wasn't worth fighting about. We're all just very tense right now. It was November of last year. The next day, I was like, this is definitely not worth losing a friendship over. So I texted her and I was like, you know what, I'll just apologize. I will take full responsibility. I overreacted. We're all really stressed right now, and it came out sideways. But after that, I literally never heard from her again. And eventually she unfollowed me on everything. And I realized that's not a friendship worth reaching out again to see what's going on. Because apparently you are capable of having boundaries and cutting people off. Just only your friends and not men. That's truly crazy, but I hope that works out for you. And that now explains why you kept cutting off people from our friend group randomly.